Hey everyone, this is Phil Gamesh with my Wednesday comic book haul that I really wanted to get um, on YouTube on Wednesday, and it didn't happen. Sometimes life gets in the way. I There are certainly times when I wish I could, just live and breathe comics 24/7, but can't always do it. Have other things we need to do at times. So anyway, these are the books that I picked up at a few different places, but I'll get into that as I go through them. First of all, I got the issue 4 of all the DC 100-page giants. This is the Batman one. Um, this is the one with the story by Brian Michael Bendis that introduces Ginny Hex, who's I guess the descendant of Jonah Hex, that he's going to be using in some book or other that he's writing. I don't remember which one. Um, I don't know how easy these are for everybody to find. There's a bunch of Walmarts in my general area, and the first one that I went to had a box full of like all the issue 4s. So I had no trouble, and I went ahead and grabbed all of them. I was just going to show off the Batman one just because it's the one that has that first appearance. Um, And then I went on Thursday to a store looking for a few books that I couldn't find at some of the other stores, but I did not find them. I did find this in the dollar bin. This is Legionnaires number 0. This is the first appearance of Excess, which is a character that they use kind of a version of her on the Flash TV show. Which doesn't mean that this book is worth anything, because I don't really think that it is. I haven't checked eBay or anything, but I don't think it is really going to go for that much. Um, and the place had like 6 or 7 of them sitting in the box. So I just grabbed one. I figured why not for $1. I also picked up a couple of books that came out a while back. United States versus Murder Inc. number 2. And the J.G. Jones cover for Avengers number 9. This pretty sweet Black Widow cover. I was actually looking for this when it first came out, and my shop didn't have it, so I saw it at the store and went ahead and grabbed it. And then at one store that I went to, this came out last week, but Vault of Spiders number 1. It's got a few first appearances in it, including, I think, the first appearance of this gunslinger Spider-Man, who has a horse with a Spider-Man mask. I just wanted to point that out. And I grabbed Spider Force number 1, also a few first appearances. And then I grabbed X-Men Black number 1, Emma Frost, the Terry Dodson version. I'm sorry to have the J. Scott Campbell version. I wanted to get this one because they're both pretty nice covers. I was looking for a few books. Like I was looking for Punchline number 1 from Antarctic Press, and I couldn't find it. I was also looking for William the Last number 2, and I couldn't find that either. Those are my disappointments for the week. But in my regular shop, I actually, because they had the 50% off back issue sale Halloween weekend, I knew in advance, like months in advance, that I was going to be spending way too much money, and sure enough, I did. So what I did was I went on to Midtown and pre-ordered a bunch of comics for the month of November at 35% off. So there's a bunch of stuff that came out that I would normally have gotten that I didn't get because it's on order. So stuff like the Matina covers for Batman and Deathstroke and Justice League. And I don't remember, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. And it'll be coming in the mail probably at the end of the month. But there's also stuff that I grabbed off the shelf anyway, and some stuff that is just on my pull list regularly. The Wicked and Divine is one of those books. So there's The Funnies #1. It's one of those specials. So I got that, and I got a book which is a lot thicker than normal because it's a flip book with another Image title. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one. I only glanced at it. But The Walking Dead #185. Got that. This next book, I was debating whether or not I was going to pick it up. And because I found the Virgin cover, I went ahead and did get it. It's, what's it called? Outer Darkness #1. I've been mostly disappointed with a lot of these new Image books. So, I don't know if this one will be any good or not. I did grab the Virgin cover for Spawn 291. It's the only Matina cover that I picked up in person this week. And he put out 4 of them, so that's something. But yeah, it's a gorgeous cover. This one, Dead Rabbit #2 from Image. This is one book that I absolutely was not disappointed in. This book was great. I highly recommend it. I remember when the first issue came out, I was hoping to get the... Well, I mean, I wasn't really thinking about it too much, but I saw the like 1 in 10 variant on the rack with all the regular books, you know, just for cover price. And I was going to grab it, but somebody else grabbed it before I could. So I did not end up getting it. However, I did get the 1 in 10 variant for issue 2 for cover price. So that's pretty nice. And that's, I don't know who drew that, but that is a pretty cool cover. It's got like a matte pencil kind of look. So I dig that. I also got Sideways Annual #1. Because I forgot to pre-order that for some reason. I don't know why it's got the New 52 Superman on there, but I'll read it and find out. I grabbed the In-Hook Lee cover for Spider-Geddon #3. And the Kari Andrews cover for Marvel Knights 20th, whatever it's called, #1. I actually was leaning towards getting the Diodato cover for this, but then I saw this one in the store, and it's... I don't think it really qualifies as a Virgin cover because it's... I mean, I guess it'll be like connecting covers for the entire series. You can see in the background behind Daredevil and the Kingpin, it's got the K, and it'll probably spell out Knights when it's done. So does that count as being a Virgin cover? I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like one, so it's pretty cool looking. Once I saw it in person, I decided this was the one I wanted to get. There is one more book that I wanted to show off. I just got this back in the mail from CBCS. It's Thanos #13. It is signed by Jeff Shaw. I got this witnessed and sent off to CBCS to be graded back in like May, so it's been 6 months, which is longer than I thought it was going to take. I mean, you know, I guess whatever, I got it back eventually, but I don't know how people get books graded and onto eBay in like less than a month. I'm not planning to sell this or anything, but yeah, I don't know how that happens. Anyway, the thing I wanted to ask about it, though, it's got the yellow label, as you can see, but it is a 9.2. And the reason it's a 9.2 is because on the back cover, there's like color rub along sort of towards the spine, and I think a little bit across the bottom too. I already tried to look at it on camera once, and you can't really see it, so you'll just have to take my word for it, or take CBCS's word for it. I don't know why, because it's been like in a bag and board ever since it first um, came out of the store. So I guess it's just Marvel's printing process is pretty cheap, and the color can rub off on these darker books. So I don't know. That's a little disappointing, but you know it's still a great looking book. The front cover is immaculate. It's got the signature on it. That's cool. So anyway, that's the stuff that I picked up. Sorry that the video is so late. So I'll get this up as soon as I can. Probably be Friday, honestly, because I'm about to go to sleep.